And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here for looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for six? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. After the catch, is that play good for 30 and a first? And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now Lawrence to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. Lawrence will throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 16. Off play action. It's Hal. And it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet, and a single gold stripe running from front to back. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 32 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Touchdown! Evan Ingram. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, Gibson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Check 60, check 60. Head to 60, head to 60.
They'll run with Gibson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Fielded at about the 28. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 34 yards. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Powell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On first down, Howell. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. DeJuan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
I certainly felt for Sam Howell watching him fall from a possible first-round pick at one point all the way to day 3 of the draft, but it's just extra fuel for a guy now who drew comparisons to some of the league's most fiery competitors at quarterback. When he gets into a tough spot, Howell knows how to create and make some impressive reads and also some impressive runs, and I think that's how he'll succeed as an NFL quarterback. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to the ground with Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Let's go now.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd down and goal. Lawrence looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. A big play if you think about it right now in the season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Here's Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is just depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing here, Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, Howell to throw.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. Now, I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll get this off to ETN. That'll go for a gain of 7, and now it's 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, here's Gibson again. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Faking the handoff, Howell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, right back to Gibson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Gibson again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Full to run show Fatukasi there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Howell back to pass.
Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trying here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And what I think of here's opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence able to find Jones. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing now, Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game. And quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge the secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game. And while that sack didn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
He's back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Commanders,
that'll be a